It's now time to move on over to Home Sweet Home. This is a dialogue between attorney Raja Bhandari and beautiful realtor Miss Nisha Kaur. Today, these two experts will advise us on a rather interesting topic, and that is investing in a home. Let's take a look.
Good morning, this is Raja Bhandari along with Nisha Kaur. Welcome to Home Sweet Home. That is your program, friends, and then your questions are answers. We try to do as much as possible, and then each month we do. So send us as long as it's related to reality and any title issues, so we can answer your question. Welcome, Nisha ji.
Thank you.
Now, we know that it is a biggest, one of the biggest, I would say, investment in one person's life when you buy the home.
Yes.
For certain people, it is the only biggest because that according to their job and first-time home buyer. Mm-hmm. Of course, when you buy rent property for investment, that is a different issue altogether.
Yes.
But tell me, when you have a client come to you, you sit down, how do you start with a client?
That's a very good question, and that's a lot of people. Don't ask that. It's very important, and I'm glad we had a question like that. Guys, it's really important. You know, real estate is one of the most important investments you will ever make, and you know, is investing in a home right for you? Well, it depends. If real estate is bought at the right price, with the right interest rate, 20% down, a 30-year fixed loan, yes, you are getting a good deal, and it's a great investment for the long term. I think a little bit differently. There's clients who come to me and say, hey, I have no money, but I want to buy a house. And I honestly tell them that, hey, you know, just save up your money, and I highly recommend 20% down. There's loan programs that you can get with 0% down, even 5% down, but I would.
Your suggestion is that you have at least 20%, then
Yes.
it is worthwhile going further.
And you want to make sure you get a steal deal. Even in today's market, we're still coming up in this recession. You never know what's going to happen. Don't rush into anything.
So friends, the main thing is that, as you know, that there are certain programs. Of course, it depends upon the client. What she is telling is that her point of view, that being a sincere realtor, that is how she advised the client that if you have 20% down, one, you can get a very good deal.
Yes.
And very good loan program, and then you're making less payment, and it's less headache for each month. So, but in case there are certain clients, Nisha ji, that they are renting the property.
Yes.
And they are saying that, look, if I have 3% or the loan program is that I can borrow money or as a gift from my relatives or parents or whatever. If I get into the home and I'm not paying anything, throwing money out and building the equity, of course, in that circumstances, that person is correct.
Yeah, it is a good idea, but again, I don't like loans.
You don't.
And I don't. The new American dream should be paying off your home as fast as possible, and go to bed at night and just with a relaxed
Peace
mind.
of mind. Peace
yes,
of mind.
and if you don't put 20% down, you get hit with PMI, which is private mortgage insurance that you're going to have to end up paying until you get at least 22% of an equity in your home.
That's true.
And in today's market, guys, we're not in those times anymore.
So, when you suggest this particular situation to a client, and the client is still adamant that, no, look, I want to buy the house, this
Yes.
is my situation,
Yes.
then you don't have say.
I don't think any agent would. It's honestly, the decision is of your clients. Mm-hmm. And there are loan programs where you can get even conventional financing with 5% down. But if I feel that a client is paying more in renting a home versus buying, and I'm getting them a good deal, yes, I would tell them to go for it.
So when that is one question, the other side of the coin is that how do you know that this particular house, whatever is listing over there, and client is sitting with you, that it is a perfect as far as price wise, or how much you can negotiate with that? How do you tell your client?
Well, see, in today's market, what your home is worth is determined by what your neighbor's home is worth.
Okay.
So if your next door homes are sold for 500,000, if you're getting that home for 500,000, that doesn't mean it's a good deal, because whoever is living in those homes, you don't know what the situations are. Maybe they're doing a short sale, which we'll talk about later, or they're going into a foreclosure.
So it's very important issue that's what I bring it out, that these days what it is that the appraisal, when it comes to the appraisal, is not that very easy, because the appraisal, when the mortgage company does the appraisal, they don't know who the appraisal guy is going to be there. It's a totally different system now. However, you should do your homework as well as realtor is doing the homework. For example, if the house is 500,000, you want to offer 450,000, that doesn't mean that the seller will accept it. However, as far as she is concerned, she will take the offer, to the selling agent. So look, this is what my client wants to pay. So
Yes.
again, you have to decide according to that how much you qualify for, how much you are willing to pay. Of course, then there are other deals. So that's what I would recommend.
Yes.
So, but you always get pre-approved, as we talked about last time,
Of course, always.
before you go further.
Yes, definitely.
Because is the listing agent ask you the approval?
Yes, when we send a contract, you have to send the contract with the pre-approval letter or a pre-qualification letter with the contract.
So that way they don't want to waste time.
Yeah, you don't waste
You
your
waste
time.
time
Yes,
that because the client is willing, able to buy the house.
yes, yes.
Very well. Thank you so much, Nisha ji.
Thank
Time
you,
is up
Ji.
for again today. Friends, please send us as many as questions you can. Again, the time is up for today. This is Raja Bhandari along with Nisha Kaur. Thank you for joining us.